Good morning, friends. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today is February the 13th. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, my favorite day. Our affirmation today is, I embrace all my feelings. We can't keep our energy high all the time. We're humans with natural fears that sometimes feel overwhelming. When you're feeling super down, defeated, and pessimistic, see if you can use it as an opportunity to learn a little more about yourself. What's going on with me? I'm feeling blank right now, and it's probably because of blank. I'm grateful for this self-awareness, and I trust my emotions. Without resisting how you really feel, remind yourself of things you know to be true. You live in a benevolent universe, and you are always being supported. Shifting your attention and energy toward what you want rather than your problems is the key to changing your circumstances. And you're always learning exactly what you need to learn, even if it feels uncomfortable in the moment. Maybe things will look up tomorrow, but even if they don't, you're still safe. Love, Teddy. So there's a couple things going on here. Obviously, you know, this like toxic positivity thing that everybody's resisting right now with good reason. I think it just means that there's some people out there telling you that you should feel good all the time, and that if you feel bad, you should do whatever you can to turn it around and make yourself feel good. And I think I talk about that, right? Like I do talk about shifting the way you're thinking and shifting your feelings and your thoughts so that you're attracting more positive things into your life. But it doesn't mean gaslighting yourself into ignoring the actual emotions that you're having. I'm a big believer that you have to address what's happening with you before you can move on. And the more you ignore those emotions, the more you ignore the real, like heavy, uncomfortable feelings, the more they're gonna pop up in uncomfortable ways. So it's really important to be able to acknowledge how you feel, and stating it out loud like that is very powerful. I know it seems kind of silly, but saying it out loud is a real way to acknowledge it and validate it for yourself so that you can say, okay, this is what's happening with me right now, and I understand, and I'm willing to experience this. Even if I'm not gonna wallow in it, even if I'm not gonna hold on to it, make it, you know, last forever, I'm willing to experience this because I know it's trying to tell me something. Your emotions are the way that your body communicates with you about what's going on, about what's really happening on a subconscious level, right? Like you might not even be aware of the thing that's problematic in your life with your thinking brain, but your body and your subconscious mind are like giving you this signal, like, come on, dude, listen up. You know, you need to pay attention to this. And so it's really important not to ignore that. That's your internal barometer of what's, you know, how you're feeling and how your life is going. And so if you have a negative emotion or something that feels heavy or uncomfortable and you ignore it, first of all, you're undermining your own intuition, right? Like your intuition is telling you something that you need to know, and you're going, shut up, I'm gonna ignore you because I don't like that right now. And that's really not the greatest way to handle things. So you wanna pay attention to how you feel in every moment. You wanna validate those feelings. You wanna try to figure out why they're coming up and what you can do about the situation that's causing them. And when you're ready and you've gone through that process and you've done enough of that work, then you can change the way you think and feel and do all that other work. So I think it's really important to remember that even if it's not comfortable, it's still there for a reason, and there's something for you to learn from it. And it's not necessary for you to try to shift it in that moment. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. I remember thinking if I felt bad or if I felt stressed out, I had to do something to fix it, right? And you can do things to bring yourself some relief in that moment, you know, get up, go for a walk, take a bath, whatever you need to do for some comfort for yourself and to like get some of that energy out. But you don't need to stop feeling that way. You don't need to gaslight yourself into thinking that you shouldn't feel that way, because there's information there that you need to know. And so it's really important to just let yourself move through that. Think about it as riding a wave, right? Like I'm just experiencing this right now, and I'm trying to see what's going on here rather than going, ugh, I don't like this and I'm gonna fix it. So I hope that's helpful for you today, and I will see you back here on Valentine's Day tomorrow, Saturday. Have a great day. Bye.